Greetings, everyone. Thanks for having me here. As you can see, I will be discussing about rebels unleashed, unraveling political transgressions and controversies in Nigerian metal music. This presentation is going to delve into the specific difficulties that Nigerian metal bands encounter while using their music as a way to talk about politics, express their disagreement with established ideas, and challenge societal norms. It involves discussing how these bands are pushing boundaries, addressing sensitive topics, and how their music becomes a tool for activism and making their voices heard. The challenges include criticism from authority, backlash from certain sections of society, and other obstacles that arise when musicians use their platform to address political and social issues. I think there is need to briefly explain the title or the topic that I'm about to discuss or that I'm discussing, because I can say that it's not everybody here in the field of music or in the field of metal music, so most of us or some of us may not even know what we are talking about when we talk about metal music and so on. So permit me to briefly explain the topic on itself, okay? So looking at transgression, is like transgression is a violation of law or duty, something that is not in accordance. So unraveling political transgressions and controversies in Nigerian metal music is like I'm trying to explain, to separate the violation of law or duty or something that is being tagged or the controversy that the musicians are experiencing in my country, Nigeria. So inside these presentations, you will be seeing a lot of their ideologies, what is all about, what metal music is all about, and so on. So tag along with me. Nigeria is a country well known for its diverse cultural heritage and music. It has witnessed the emergence and growth of a vibrant metal music scene. What sets Nigerian metal apart is the incorporation of local influences and themes into the music, making it deeply resonant with the Nigerian youth. Just as Oyeji observed that musicians often use their music to express their frustrations, concerns, and aspirations in the country, grappling with political corruption, social inequalities, and other pressing issues. The roots of Nigerian metal music. The influence of traditional music. Nigerian metal music is characterized by a fusion of traditional Nigerian music elements with heavy metal, just as you can see the visual image there. The emergence of metal music. The emergence is just like how did metal music came to be in Nigeria specifically. It was in 1980-2000 that it was well observed and noticed about the emergence of metal music in Nigeria. And mind you, Nigerian metal music came to be as a result of individuals coming together to voice out their opinion. There have been a pressing issues that have been disturbing them. So an individual come over to voice out their problems. When they come together trying to express their opinion on a particular issue, they used, and that is where it was being emanated or it starts. coming together to voice out your problems using music. You are having a disturbing issue in your society or in a real life or individually. When they come together to voice out that, and this is how it started in my country. Just a practical example, what a coincidence now. Today in my country, we are having a protest, court about issue of politics. Some particular party won election, become a president of Nigeria, and from indication, it shows that the other one that wasn't declared as a winner from some set of people is the one or was supposed to be the president. Okay, so in a situation like that, some musicians can come up with their ideas and bring it out, sing and express their opinion, how they feel about the current president of Nigeria. So I hope from this later explanation, for some of us that are new in the field might understand what I mean on the emergency of metal music. Then the passion of the fans. The fans of Nigerian metal music are incredibly passionate about the genre and see it as a means for political and social commentary. Just as you can see on the image, they were happy. I used what is happening in my country now as an example. You see? So if someone come up now with his own ideology into music gene or whatever gene, and try to express his opinion on what is happening in my country, many fans will be happy because it will give them a room to express their opinion. It will give them a room to voice out that which has been disturbing them. Political transgressions and controversies faced by Nigerian metal bands. As our musicians, some of our musicians are voicing out their opinion, what they are passing through, their predicaments. There are a lot of controversies that they faced. Some of those controversies are arrests and detentions. If one is trying to express his opinion and you are not in line with his thoughts, in one way or the other, directly or indirectly, you may not be happy. So, several Nigerian metal bands have been arrested and detained by the government for their political messages. So, as a result of that, some of them, they will detain them, they will ban them. Looking at even their expression may be in accordance with the law or norm, but either because of biased mind or private interest. And at the same time, looking at it on the other way, some of them may portray a message that is somehow not in accordance with the law. Despite the fact that we are being told that everybody have a freedom of speech, where your freedom stops, another person's freedom begins. So you have a freedom does not mean you can talk anyhow and go away with it, okay? So it's the same thing applicable, and I guess the same thing is applicable here. That in Czech Republic or Europe, that we have freedom of speech does not warrant you to talk beyond your boundary, because where your freedom stops, another person's freedom begins. Violence and threats. Nigerian metal bands has faced violence and threats from conservative and religious groups who view the music as immoral and against their beliefs. You see? So they face another controversies, they face another challenges, another issues because of religious groups. Some religion in Nigeria may look at metal music as evil, as satanism, as something that is not to write home about, something that is not good. They look at it the way they paint it to some group of people. If not, because time will not permit me, I would have shown you some video clip, but let me just explain it anyway. So like some of what some religious leader or some religious group of people in Nigeria may tag as evil, there's one song by one corner. So when that music is being played, majority, teenagers mainly, or even some adults, the way they will be dancing it, one corner, they will be dancing, as the name implies, one corner, that is, you will go to one corner and be dancing, one corner, one corner, one corner. So, some set of people look at it as, this is immoral. Why this? This is evil. This has a spirit. I tag those people as being fanaticism anyway, because you don't know this does not mean that this does not exist. Because where your own knowledge stops, another person's knowledge begins. Being ignorant of something does not mean that it doesn't exist. Okay? So, these and other ones are some of what they tag as evil. Then censorship and ban. The Nigerian government has banned certain metal songs and albums, claiming that they promote political unrest and violence. We have them, many, even on videos, being banned because of the message they portrayed. We have, though this one is not in Nigeria specifically, but it's in Africa. If you have listened to African China, so he was singing, our government bad, you get the central message is like he's trying to tell people that his government is bad, that he's even hungry even to do this insecurity, a lot of them. But the one I may not mention here that was banned also, anyway, let's just forget about that one. So the role of government and society in Nigerian metal music. The Nigerian government often seizes Nigerian metal music as a form of political resistance and actively tries to control the narrative through censorship and ban, which I have somehow explained. During our last conducted election, there was a guy that coined a music. That music was like, when they were counting a vote, he was indirectly telling people to vote for a particular party. So could you imagine that after that, it happens that the party the young man was interested in didn't win. So a lot of people in social media were like against him, telling him you were promoting LP. LP is Labour Party in Nigeria. So you were promoting LP, Then where did what did you gain there after everything? Your party didn't win, He was being taken for granted, making caricature of him because the party didn't win. Okay, so in that situation and more, the government, Nigerian government, is more of anything that will damage their image, they will caution you or call you in. Okay, sorry, I'll be a bit fast because of my time. So the role of society. Nigerian society is divided in its reception of Nigerian metal music, with some see it as an important means of creating social change and others viewing it as dangerous and immoral. The voice of the people. Nigerian metal music is a response to the voicelessness felt by many Nigerians who are disenfranchised and marginalized. Analysis of musical content and themes in Nigerian metal music. Nigerian metal bands use their music to call for revolution against corrupt government and oppressive socio-economic conditions. Political commentary. Nigerian metal songs are filled with political commentary on government policies, social injustice, and human rights violations. Social criticisms. Nigerian metal bands criticize social norms and religious beliefs that perpetuate discrimination and inequality. Responses from Nigerian metal artists. Protest music. Many Nigerian metal bands create music that is unapologetically political and protest the injustice they see in their society. Nigerian metal bands have shown incredible resilience and resistance in the face of censorship and ban on their music, collaboration and solidarity. Several Nigerian metal bands have collaborated with activists, journalists and filmmakers to create a network of artists fighting for political and social change. The impact of political turmoil on Nigerian metal music. We have positive and negative impact. Positive impact, political turmoil has provided Nigerian metal bands with inspiration and motivation to create music that represents the political and social climate of the country. The negative impact. The censorship and ban on Nigerian metal music by the government has limited the reach and influence of the music on the wider population. Conclusion. The future of Nigerian metal music and its role in political discourse. Nigerian metal bands will continue to face censorship and ban on their music from the government and opposition, from conservative and religious groups. Nigerian metal music has the potential to inspire political and social change in Nigeria and beyond, despite the challenges. The power of art. Nigerian metal music is a testament to the power of art as a political, social, and cultural force that can challenge and change the status quo. Thanks for listening.